All right, we're back for another episode of the Fanboy Lair Podcast. This is episode number 21.
21?
We're back at it at the, what's the line? Back, been a long time. Shouldn't left y'all without some Fanboy Lair stuff to go through your day with.
Oh, man. I was just going to say right back like we left something.
Oh, there you go. That's what I was looking for. And you just let me out here and...
I left you out to dry.
Seriously, I'm just floating without a pad on the water, wings, and nothing. All right.
Say up Shit's Creek.
Jeez. Yep. Up a river of fecal matter without a oar.
But technical here.
But again, this is Najee. I'm here with the man known as Rel.
What up?
So, Rel, how you doing today?
I'm here.
That's a plus. Yeah,
that's always a plus. Look, just being here.
Take the little wins, As I say, a layup counts just as well as a little jump shot.
Hey, look, it's 2 points either way. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Unless you're playing 2K19, I don't know if you've seen, man.
What?
They miss wide open layups like it ain't shit in that game.
Oh, Robert Covington. Okay. He's out of here. I can say it now.
Don't talk about my man like that.
He gone. He gone.
I was actually kind of upset about that.
Nah, I was cool.
When he was on, he was good. It's just, when you play like a sport or like when you do anything, you kind of need to be consistent.
That dude's basketball career with the Sixers is like the embodiment of my life. He starts out well, but he doesn't finish. He'd get the steal, run down, bam, missed the dunk.
Missed the dunk.
You had it. He was on the right track.
He was more of a catch and shoot guy. When he was on.
Yeah, his defense was good. That's what kept him around. If you play defense, you always going to have a spot on the team.
You always have a spot. But I was kind of upset, but then I was like, you know what? Jimmy Butler could finish. I think that you put that picture up on Facebook.
What? Which one?
Door slams violently shut.
I smell bitchy.
What's up? I heard some guards couldn't shoot. He's got Fultz and Simmons sitting on the sideline.
I smell some bitch in here. Y'all niggas can't shoot.
He said, give me the third stringers.
Well, I'm glad we getting a laugh in because, the news of today is Stan Lee's passed.
Yes, just before we recorded. Well, not even just, but a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
They I think it was first reported by TMZ that his daughter had stated that he was rushed to the hospital and he was pronounced dead there.
Oh, crap. Yeah. 95.
95. What a life, man.
Yeah.
What a life.
Look, everybody know who's in the comics or not even, you have no choice but to be touched by anything he's done, like comic book wise.
Oh, you have
Because even
to.
if you like a little piece of the MCU, you're like, well,
right.
that's Stan Lee.
Stan Lee.
Like, my mom knew who Stan Lee was, and it was like, she don't follow comics like that. But, oh, yeah, Stan Lee right there. I know that.
Dude, it's Japanese pages that I follow for, like, Super Sentai stuff.
Yeah.
They were all posting about Stan Lee's passing. Like, that is just something, I think if you enjoy any, like, type of superhero, if you've ever watched anything Marvel, you know the name Stan Lee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you watched, even if you don't read the comics, but you watch the movies, you've seen his cameos.
Yep.
He's done a lot for comics and just the industry in general. And, yeah, he will be missed. I'm sad. I never got a chance to meet him at any of the conventions.
Well, I knew I missed I lunched on it. It was one of those things where, I bullshitted. I should have bought the comic, got in line, and paid for it. But I'm like...
You told me that story.
Yeah, and the thing is, I was like, I'm like, yo, this is going to be my last chance.
Yeah.
And that day pissed me off. I missed the chance to get Stan Lee's picture and an autograph. And I missed a fucking CM Punk, the little panel he had. This is when he was the champion. So.
Oh, yeah. Also back like 2013 time.
Yeah. Oh, hurt.
2012, 2013, yeah.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah.
But
I don't want it to stay somber.
They
say it's a celebration of life and death.
Yeah, he was 95. Look.
Man, but the life he lived, like, jeez, man.
Look, I'm gonna go get me some big old orange glasses now.
Yeah.
Look, I'm almost there.
Well, just one time for Stan Lee, man. Excelsior.
Yes, sir. Enough said. But in other movie news, The Child's Play poster came out.
Yes, the Child's Play poster. I'm such a big fan of Child's Play. Oh my goodness.
I was hoping I could escape that shit. Like
Nope.
I don't bang with dolls, man. I know now this gonna be CG. The other one you can look at that's the plastic around his lips. This joint gonna be full CG. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, CG's come a long way.
I'm good.
I mean, I kind of prefer the animatronic. They went back to that in the last Child's Play movie they did, The Curse of Chucky. I think that's what it was called. But yeah, they went back to like the animatronic puppet because or the Cult of Chucky, and then the other one was Curse of Chucky, and it was like pretty much all CG except for when he was just like perfectly still, like, and they did like close-ups of his face, which looked really freaky. They had this one scene in the one movie where the girl gets under the blanket with the good guy doll, and it's like a thunderstorm, and she's like, "You'll protect me, right?" And then like starts to zoom in on his face, and he just like starts to get this weird little smirk, and I'm like, "Oh my god, he's gonna kill her right now. He's just gonna kill her." He didn't kill her, but I was like, "He's about to kill this kid right now." It was the creepiest looking like smile I've ever seen. Out of it.
I'm good. I'm good.
Oh man,
I read the I do with a lot of horror movies. I just read the Wikipedia plot outline and think about it in my head. Like, snap, that joint crazy. And then
you saw it, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is from the same studio.
No,
right?
The reason why I saw it, and this was I told you the reason why is because I became obsessed with the movie because I fell asleep on it in the theaters. I got trashed. I did.
Okay.
I worked at 12 to 12. The 12-hour shift. Mm-hmm. Got off. Went to the movies. I had 2 shots on the way because the wife was driving, and then when we got the movie tavern, I had that big ass beer, pizza and some wings and a recliner.
Oh, dude, you can't do that and watch a movie.
Oh,
no wonder
man.
You want to sleep.
Look, I remember he got his arm bit off. Like, oh, this is gonna get good.
Next thing you know, the credits was rolling.
Back, I wake up, they beating him down with bats and shit. Like, yo, what happened? What happened?
Yeah. A lot. That movie was almost 2 hours, wasn't it?
Fear. Like, shit, I fear. Like, tell me what's up, dog. Like, this. So, for, 2 months, 3 months, I just was obsessing about the movie. Then once it came out digitally, like, oh, yeah, we're watching that.
Really, really good. Like, that was just a really good horror movie. Like, people try to find a lot of things wrong with it, but I was like, out of all the horror movies that's come out in the past 10 years, I mean.
It wasn't gore-driven.
It wasn't. It was more suspense.
Yeah.
And just like you felt their terror. Like when he had, what was his name? Eddie.
Yeah.
He came out the fridge. And he twisted himself around. And the kid's just screaming. And I'm just like, I mean, that's what I would do too. I'm already on the floor. The door's behind him. Where am I supposed to go?
Yeah.
My arm's broken. And now he's like acting like he's going to bite my arm off. But I know that he's eventually going to eat me, and that's terrifying. But anyway,
it was a great movie. I love how they try to tie together theories and whatnot of how it was what caused Jack Nicholson's character to go crazy in The Shining.
Oh, yeah, really?
That's one of the theories. They were saying he's playing in the background over there. Who knows? But again, I'm not a big horror fan. Anybody who knows me, I'm not.
You've never seen any Child's Play movie?
No, but
you gotta watch 1 and 2.
Everybody says the same thing about the Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. Still haven't.
I mean, yeah. After that, they kind of just go off the rails and then they become parodies of themselves. Like Bride of Chucky was like a comedy, and then like Seed of Chucky, a comedy, and I'm like, no one wants to see this. Like this was a legitimate horror franchise back when it started. And like Child's Play 2, like, yeah, he was comical, but you knew at the end of the day he was going to beat you to death with a ruler. Like, that's just seen in Child's Play 2. Like, you knew that's what he was going to do. He'd do his little cheesy one-liner.
As everyone.
Yeah. Especially Freddy Krueger. I think that's who started the trend for one-liners.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They showed half of his face in another Facebook post, but they haven't showed too much of it yet. I mean, it's coming out in June 2019, so I suspect we'll have a trailer like
Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I mean, I understand not everyone. It's not going to be. It may not make it on the Super Bowl telecast.
Yeah.
But nowadays they're releasing the commercials a week, 2 weeks before the Super Bowl
on
anyway.
YouTube. Yeah.
So maybe.
I hope so. I'm excited for it. I'm definitely going to watch it.
I don't know. I doubt if I go see it. I had to be forced to go see it. I'm not gonna go see that under my own will. Like, hey, let me go see Child's Play.
I'll force you to go see it.
I'm good. All right. You got the trailer for Pokemon Detective Pikachu.
It looks.
Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu.
Looks fantastic. I never thought. I was so afraid when they said they were doing this Detective Pikachu movie. I'm like, I don't really know, man. I don't know about Pokemon live action, but I've got to say, it looks interesting.
I mean, if they just do what you do with the Chipmunks. I watched two Chipmunk movies this morning, so please, that's why it's in my head. But
they look better than the Chipmunks, though.
The Chipmunk movies are 10 years old. Yes.
I stand by it.
Yeah. I'm just saying, just letting you know, that's how old those movies are.
Damn, 10 years?
Yes.
10 years?
The Squeakquel came out in 2009.
Wow. What about Chipwrecked?
Chipwreck, I think, was like 11.
Oh, damn, that's still almost 10 years.
Exactly. But, I mean, I figure if they actually go full CGI, they'll be just fine.
Yeah.
The video and all the Pokemon looks like those ultra realistic Pokemon photos that you would see on like Reddit or was it whatever, one of the damn sites like Pinterest or whatever, you just see
Reddit
their own joints.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, oh, it's not bad. The Charizard looks just like one of those custom creations. I'm wondering, like, yo, did anybody be like, wait a minute, that looks like something I did? Like, it looks just like it, but I'm just looking for the story.
So I'm guessing this story. This kid wanted to be a Pokemon trainer, but I guess somewhere along the way, his dad went missing. Is what I get out of it. Because I think I said this to you earlier. I guess he lives in the Sinnoh region. And if I'm not mistaken, whenever someone hears this, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's either Diamond and Pearl or Black and White. It's one of those. I'm not sure. Or I could just be totally wrong, and it's Ruby and Sapphire. I mean, I get kind of lost after Gen 2. So, I mean, Gen 2 and like Gen 7. So.
I stopped at silver.
That's Gen 2. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm not too well versed on stuff after Gold and Silver. I think I hopped back in when Heart Gold and Soul Silver came out. And that's just because I loved Gold and Silver as a kid. I even bought Gold and Silver, the original Silver version, on the DS. Haven't played through it yet. But.
Yeah, see. So, looking through the IMDb trivia for this movie, they were saying there was a petition for Danny DeVito to be Pikachu. Because I wouldn't be upset about that.
In Japan, Detective Pikachu's voice is like super deep. So that's what they wanted to go for something like that. But I mean, Ryan Reynolds is fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't be upset at that.
Someone says you'll just hear Deadpool as Pikachu the entire movie.
You kind of do. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
I do. But whatever. And they also was saying that for this movie they wanted Robin Williams as Professor Oak.
Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Well, he died well before this movie was even in production, right?
You would say in production, but was not to say it was like in development.
That's a hard one because even the game came out 2016, right? Yeah, and the game was 2016. So
I'm just saying, but Professor Oak's an old character. You can say he would never wear.
You're just saying like if they wanted him to do.
If we ever did any Pokemon movie,
yeah, they were saying
Robin Williams is my Professor Oak.
That'd be interesting.
That's what it's basically saying.
Yeah,
it was Nintendo's choice, so
that was Nintendo's choice.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, I can't argue against the Big N. The Big N.
You got it. Yeah. All right. So also released was a teaser trailer for Toy Story 4, which I find to be quite hilarious because I don't know what this new quote unquote toy is.
It's a KFC Spork with a pipe cleaner for arms.
But KFC Sporks are black.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah, that's just the regular lunchroom.
That's a lunchroom sport.
Yeah, that's the
elementary school.
That's the freebie pipe cleaner. Like,
public school system.
I don't know, man. This was some support toy or something. Like, you got no toys in the corner, and you just whip together a spork, some googly eyes, and some pipe cleaners.
Did they have like what this movie's gonna be about?
Well, Buzz and Woody go find Bo Peep.
Where the hell was Bo Peep in Toy Story 3?
No.
Oh shit! I didn't.
It was one. Yeah, it was 3. I don't think she was in.
Right. I don't remember her being in 3 at all. Period.
And they actually did. Like, a lot of people did raise questions like, where the hell is Bo Peep?
Damn,
It's our generation who's asked those questions. But
Yeah.
still, like, you got a bunch of 20-somethings like, where the fuck is Bo Peep?
That one came out 2010, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't have kids at the time, so I was. Oh wait, no, she was like 0, I think, when that thing came out, or wasn't born. One of the two, whichever the case was. I went there as an adult with no children to go watch Toy Story 3. I'm proud of that. That's fine.
Look, dog. I ain't see it in theaters. I know when that joint came out on Blu-ray, I'm there.
Oh, I saw it in theaters.
I
was in there, and like the kids didn't understand. They're sitting there watching, and I'm looking at these little kids. I'm like, you don't know what the claw is. You don't get to do that. Stop.
It was a great movie.
Yeah.
That part, they all about to. Everybody know it. About to go
Spoiler
into the incinerator. Hold on.
The incinerator, yeah.
The
incinerator. And they all started holding hands.
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, dude, this is a kids movie. You can't kill any of them. But how can I say that? They blew up Tekashi in Big Hero 6. So
that was off screen, but you keep forgetting this Toy Story. We lost Combat Carl.
What happened to Combat Carl?
He got blown up in Sid's backyard.
Oh,
he's what is that? Oh, it's a Combat Carl. Did he just?
I love that name, Combat Carl. He's probably got Kung Fu Grip or some weird shit.
He got
like
the
that.
Karate Grasp.
Karate Grasp.
But also last week was it the announce of Disney Plus.
The Disney new streaming service.
Yeah, the new streaming service that said late next year.
Mid to late next year, I think.
Yeah, so I'm more than like I'm gonna buy it.
I'm gonna buy it
because just for old Disney movies that I don't have to buy again. Like if I buy darn Lion King for like the 4th time,
hey, it's out the vault.
I'm just saying I have it already. But I had the tape.
But you gotta get
the DVD.
You gotta get the new release one when it comes out the vault again. Because that was back in the vault.
No,
now when they open the vault again, you gotta get it again.
You know the only thing that be different about that damn vault is now I can get a digital copy.
True. So, that's how they gonna get you.
They got me.
It's come out the vault one last time. You can buy it digitally,
yeah,
and then once it goes back in the vault, it's gone forever.
So you got me. Now I gotta look. What the hell they got coming out the vault? well, hold on. While we were back to Disney Plus, they said they were supposed to have what was it? Star Wars.
Yes.
And they got actually Diego Luna signing on for his character from Rogue One. What was his character name? Cassian Andor.
Yeah. I was about to say Cassius. Oh, no. That's a wrestler.
Oh, no. But you got Pixar. So you got all their movies, which is up to maybe, I think, 20 now?
So are they... Now, here's my question. Are they going to just put everything on there? Like, is every thing just going to be on, like, every Marvel movie? Bam.
Probably what's up to date. Why not?
I don't know. I mean, because what are they going to do, because how Netflix does things where things come and go, but I guess since this is their service and they own the products, they don't have to do that.
Look, you have, just to have access to the vault digitally, you have my $15, which I probably think it may be.
$15? Damn, that's a lot.
I think it may be 15.
DC's a 7.
Huh?
The DC's a 7. But they're not going to have nearly as much content.
This is DC. You're getting Fox. I mean, you got Disney, which is going to have Star Wars.
Yeah.
Which means also you got to remember not only the movies, you're going to have Star Wars Rebels, Star Wars, what is it, the Clone Wars. You're going to have all that animated stuff with that. And then you got Pixar. So Pixar, you got not only their movies, but Pixar shorts. Yeah. And those Pixar movies that they show before the movies when you see them in theaters. The joints that always freaking make you want to cry. Did you see the one for The Incredibles?
No, I didn't see The Incredibles 2 yet.
Oh my gosh, it was like some dumpling story. They were like, damn, that's made me feel bad about a dumpling. Yeah,
made you feel bad about a dumpling.
It's online. I think it's on YouTube now. You can definitely see it.
Did you add The Incredibles to Vudu, or did anybody add?
No, not yet. Though I'm waiting for it to actually come out physical.
Oh, okay, yeah,
physical
get your
copy.
physical, and then
Yeah.
that'll come with the digital copy too. Much better value. Aren't they doing like a Mandalorian like show too? Star Wars?
Yes. Yes.
They had like a set photo of that already.
Yeah, they did. So they saying that's going to be out.
Is that Boba Fett? Jango Fett? Is it a Fett?
I think it's Django.
Jango? Are both of them dead?
No. I think it's Boba as he get older, right before, like, not long after.
Right before he falls into that
Yeah, the Sarlacc
pit.
Nah, before I was thinking about like that year, the time after his pop died.
Yeah.
And he started going.
Oh, okay.
So this may be still young, learning things, but who knows?
Okay, gotcha.
But also, Marvel's going to be on the Disney Plus, of course. I want them to bring back one shots.
They should have never stopped the one shots. Those were amazing.
They need to bring back one shots.
Those were amazing. All Hail the King was my favorite one shot.
Wasn't that the last one?
Yeah, that's for Iron Man 3. So that was the
last
one.
one.
That was my favorite one, where you find out that the Mandarin actually exists.
Yeah, that's a real name.
Oh, that was great.
Messily.
That was
put
great.
some respect on my name.
That was great.
But you got also Loki. Tom Hiddleston confirmed to sign on for a Loki series.
And people are like, is it a prequel? Is it a sequel? Well, he's dead, so it's a prequel.
It's a prequel. But
but I mean, he's done they could show you it could be a one season of what happened after Thor, the second Thor.
that's what I think it's more than likely going to be like a one shot.
Yeah.
I
don't think these things are going to be fucking 10 seasons.
Yeah. I just think because you got.
I think one, maybe two.
Yeah.
Because look at the caliber of actor, and not to downplay people who are on TV, but you're pulling movie actors and putting them into a TV show on a streaming service. But
side note, you can't don't now. Idris Elba got one of the best freaking detective shows ever.
All right, well, him and Benedict Cumberbatch
that comes on different. Maybe once every 4 years.
Yeah,
and you fiend for 3 hours of a fucking show that you're like, yo, it's over.
And it's over.
I guess I'm gonna have to start back at
I think
one.
The last season was 3 episodes.
Two
episodes.
2 hour and a half episodes. And the show we're talking about is Luther, by the way. If you never watched it,
Yeah, Luther and Sherlock.
welcome from under that rock.
Yeah,
Go watch Luther.
Both on the BBC.
Yeah.
So I would definitely.
Yes. So but that the Loki series should be good. I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, and I wonder how far into it they're gonna go. Because are we gonna get some cameos?
That's what I was about to say with cameos. How serious they're taking it, depending on who shows up.
Yeah.
So if Chris Hemsworth shows up for an episode or a scene, and then you have Anthony Hopkins show up, then you're like, oh, y'all really actually putting money into this.
Right.
So we'll see. It is next year, so they got enough time to just pump those out as fast as they can, I guess.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Like, are these gonna be like? Because something has to launch with it. I'm just wondering what it is. Just like how DC launched with Titans.
Yeah.
I wonder what show will launch with this.
I'm thinking more to the Star Wars stuff.
Star Wars.
Yeah, because if it's starting next year, you may want to do some type of marketing, get people interested in Star Wars because it ends next year.
Yeah.
Episode 9 is next year, so
it is.
Which way to drum up more enthusiasm for it? Oh, you got stuff with from was it Cassian Andor? I think that's his name. I hope that's his name. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Someone will correct us.
Yeah.
Someone who will listen to this one day.
We'll get out
wrong.
there.
They're wrong. They're idiots. They don't know anything of what they're talking about. They don't say bad things about us in the comment section like everyone else.
As long as I get a chance to wax poetically about Harry Potter, I'm good. And I dare you come try to come at me about Harry Potter. As they say in Philly, fight me. Rumble me.
Rumble me, dickhead. That's what it is. Rumble me, dickhead.
And finally, Nat Geo is going to be a part of the service as well.
Yeah, well, that's a thing. That's all I got to say about
Look,
it.
dog, that's Meerkat Manor all day.
Oh, okay.
Meerkat Manor with an intro from Nathan Lane as Timon. Bam. There you go.
Nat Geo, ladies and gentlemen. Just in
Geo.
case you get tired of watching those Marvel and Pixar movies, you can go ahead and watch some animals.
All right. So we're going to try to get to the the main agenda of today's podcast is basically over the next three weeks, we're going to address the 11 movies that are in the X-Men universe.
Some of them are good. Most of them are good.
That's debatable. Yeah.
Some of them are bad.
It's the Robert Covington of comic book series. You just said he's inconsistent.
Right.
X-Men.
They're very inconsistent. Oh man.
I'm sorry. Well, ain't like he ain't gonna hear this shit. Anyway, so first,
you're saying that like, oh, it's not like he's gonna hear it. It'd be so funny if he just like, I'm looking for a new podcast to listen to. Oh, the Fanboy Lair. Well, let me go see what this is about. Damn, why
shitting all over?
Why they talking shit about me? This is a podcast about movies, but they took 10 minutes to start talking about basketball. It just so happened me.
Just so happened to just be shitting on Rocco. All right.
You my boy Arcov. Don't worry about it.
So this episode we're gonna talk about the first three.
X-Men, X2, X-Men United. The Last Stand.
Yeah. So yeah. Start off with X-Men.
Fantastic movie.
Released in 2000.
Mm-hmm.
Directed by Brian Singer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Funny thing is you can say this is what actually kicked off the superhero movie. You know, the blockbuster superhero movies. 2 years before Spider-Man was released.
Yes. Yeah, that was 2000, like you said. Yeah, Spider-Man was 2002. First Spider-Man movie.
Yep. And the thing is, it's interesting is that Blade. You can say the argument can say, hey, it's Blade. Sure, Blade might have started the comic books, but it wasn't necessarily a blockbuster.
No, it was good, but
no, it was great. I'm saying blockbuster by the money put out for it.
And Blade was rated R too.
Rated R.
So like that's another thing too. Like people won't like hate that a lot of these comic movies are rated PG, but I'm like, dude, they kind of want kids to be able to watch them too.
Yeah. Man. So, and that was it's New Line Cinema. They always got their niche type stuff.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so you have right now. As I wrote it down, is sitting at a 7.4 on IMDb ratings. It's an 82 certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's what I'm talking about.
So it aged well. It does. Still holds up with 82.
CG is not bad. Story's not bad. The acting is great. I mean, I like the first X-Men movie. I rewatched it a couple weeks ago. I like the first X-Men movie. I mean, I love the dialogue, that first interaction between Magneto and Professor Xavier.
Yeah, right off they established that these dudes know each other.
Long history.
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah, they know each other. That's all we gotta know.
Yep.
Like everybody can just figure out from their friendship. Like, oh, we can tell they're not their enemies, but at the same time that respect is there. Like, yo, what are you looking for? Right. I know you up here. What are you looking for?
Right.
That was the best line, man. Like Ian McKellen.
Yeah.
That was my first Ian McKellen movie.
I think that was a lot of people's first Ian McKellen movie.
I actually wrote that in the notes too.
Yeah.
The introduced everybody to. I'm sorry, unless you watched Kate and Leopold. If you did, big ups to you.
Oh,
Hugh Jackman. Then you got and for me, Ian McKellen.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know who this dude was.
Everyone pretty much knew Patrick Stewart.
Yeah. Make it so.
Yeah.
That's look. Like I remember skipping. What was he? The New Generation? The Next Generation?
Next Generation. John Picard, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what was X-Men 1 about?
What was it about?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I wrote. Here you go. 2 mutants come to a private academy for their kind, where the resident support team is a superhero. What? Let's go to IMDb because this is handwriting in the margins, man.
So I think I can give you a quick rundown of X-Men 1.
I mean, I'm not gonna go through scene for scene. I'm just giving you the synopsis of.
That's what I meant. A synopsis.
Two mutants come to a private academy for their kind, whose resident superhero team must oppose a terrorist organization with similar powers. That's what IMDb says. Short and sweet.
Yeah, it's about X-Men versus the Brotherhood.
Yeah.
It's about conflicting views on like world issues. I mean, more or less, because you know how they start the movie off, and they're in that meeting with like a bunch of world leaders about mutants and what it means for mutants to be out.
Yeah.
And the senator says one thing what I thought was pretty funny. Well, why are they hiding? Well, because you're fucking killing them.
Well, I mean, well, back to Stan Lee is how basically when he wrote the X-Men, it was supposed to be a commentary of how society treats the minorities,
right?
People of color, people who are, of the gay and lesbian community. I'm sorry, I gotta learn all the initials.
You're not even gonna go there.
I just gotta learn all the initials, but look, yes.
But yeah,
that's why I wrote X-Men.
Yeah, it's hard.
It was a commentary on that and why, how he's seeing it. So, and then I believe it came out around the Civil Rights Movement, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so
not too well versed in X-Men comic lore or history, but more or less that's what it's about. I mean, there's so many parallels you can draw between it, but like that line just stood out to me. Like, why are they hiding? Like, look at the meeting that we're having right now, and you're gonna ask me why are they hiding?
Yeah, I totally get that.
You're afraid of them. So, and when people are afraid, they tend to do dumb things. It typically leads to anger. The fear of what you don't understand. They don't know what mutants are. They're like, well, we'll stop this guy from killing me. Like he said, there are some mutants so powerful that they could manipulate your thoughts. What's to stop them from doing that? Little do they know that the most powerful telepath is in the room with you, and he's not doing anything.
What are you saying? Was it him or was it Jean?
Well, yeah, Jean is part telepath too. But she can move objects too with her mind. I don't think Professor Xavier can't do that, can he?
I'm sure he can, but
because he never does it. Because why don't he just make himself float?
I don't know.
That'd be creepy as shit. Can you imagine being a kid waking up in the night? Oh shit, Professor! And he just dangly legs coming down. Okay. I don't wish. Oh my goodness, that would be some funny shit.
That teach kids don't do drugs. Like shit. The one time I done told Iceman I ain't want to smoke that shit. This nigga is floating in here.
Yo, that would be hilarious. It would be like the scene from X3 where Jean lifts him off the chair.
He just smiles.
He just smiles.
We'll get to that
dangling.
We'll get to that one.
Yeah, but so already from this movie, the timeline kind of gets a little jumbled up because this is the first time that Sabretooth and Wolverine are meeting. It's like they don't really know each other.
Well, is it supposed to be? That's the whole thing that throws me off. Because again, you can make the excuse for Logan because he doesn't remember shit.
Yeah.
But what about Sabretooth?
Who knows?
Again, we gotta remember this is 2000. I don't think they had franchise.
Yeah.
Literally 20 years later down the line.
But see that is just them not paying attention to the movie. Because here's the thing: if X-Men Origins was just a standalone movie, it would have been fine. But the minute you introduce Patrick Stewart and say this is a prequel to the first X-Men movie, that's what you're doing once you bring Patrick Stewart in. You could pull Logan out and say, well, this is just some shit he did over here. But you start introducing X-Men characters into this movie, like Cyclops was in it.
Was in what?
X-Men Origins.
Oh, yeah.
So
I get what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. And then Emma Frost was in it. And then Patrick Stewart, Professor X was in it. He had the house and stuff like that. And then Sabretooth was in it, but it was played by a different actor, which doesn't matter. But now they have this long storied history that they didn't already have, and it's just like, hey, don't make this a prequel to X-Men 1 if you're just going to ignore everything that X-Men 1 did.
Again, that's what I really think, and I get what you're saying, and I totally agree. I just really think it comes down to they didn't plan out. They didn't plan it out.
Well, that's the thing. Just when you want to make the movie, just look back and say, okay, how can I have this fit in and make sense? If you got a small plot,
that comes on what the director does.
Oh yeah, it wasn't Brian Singer. I don't know who directed that one. We'll get to him.
But yeah, because that reminds me of one of the best examples of all directors being on the same page.
Yeah.
And I'm about to get my fanboy real quick. Is the Harry Potter series. every director was on the same fucking page.
You couldn't even tell that the movies were directed by different people.
Well, you could. Yeah, you could see Chris Columbus is different from Alfonso Cuarón.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's, you know, you watched the video. Yeah. So that's the only time you see, oh, that's what they was doing? I have these 8, you know, these pieces that I'm already in place. Like, the cast is already there. I see what they did before. You can try to change little things or tweak it to your way, but they stuck. They was on the same page. Yeah. But again, I digress.
They were.
X-Men, I really think it was like, they weren't planning. Marvel, they seen what they did with Iron Man. I guess they're just like, all right, they say they had their, was this 10-year plan?
Yeah.
This is 10 years?
10-year plan.
Yeah, they had their 10-year plan.
Or at least they had a roadmap.
Outline.
Outline.
Yeah, because there's no way you knew that you were going to get Spider-Man.
They had no idea.
Or Guardians was. They were, honestly, a lot of those was, it was,
well, this is what we want to do. Now, how can we make it make sense?
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right, well, look, we're just going to try it and see what happens. Like, we're going to put out Guardians of the Galaxy.
They probably had, that's why I think they did it in phases. They had, A to B. All right, well, how are we going to get there? We'll figure that out, but we know where we want to be in.
Exactly.
We know where that is.
We know we want to end it with an Avengers movie. We don't know who we want the bad guy to be. We don't know. We
figure that out
along
the way.
I'm quite sure they didn't know they were going to have this overarching story until they got to Avengers. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just
might
have
had the like you said, the outline, know what you want to do, but then
we know we wanted them to have them fight Thanos eventually, but we didn't know how.
That's basically one of the reasons why I don't talk shit on X-Men about their timeline.
I mean, even in the comics, their timeline
is so fluky. I don't remember the X-Men animated series.
I think even that timeline was bad.
Yeah, it's like, yo, all right, Morph alive. The next thing you know, like, how the fuck they get the Sinister? Like, and then they're back as Sentinel. Like, all right, yeah.
Yeah, it is weird. It was like you see Morph in the first episode, then you don't see him for like a whole season, then he's back. It's just yeah, it is pretty weird. But the first X-Men movie, all in all, I think was really, really good.
Yo, it was good. It had his hokey lines. You know what happens to a toad after it gets electrocuted.
The same thing that happens to everything else.
That was the first time I was ever in the theater as a teenager. Like, huh? Just looking like, yo,
what?
Like, yo, that punchline. Like, I'm waiting. Like, go on. No, that's it.
Was that the punchline? That all you had? You didn't say anything the whole movie, and that's all they had for you to say, Storm?
Like, okay.
Like, that's it? All right.
One thing I wrote in my notes was, Magneto turned Senator Kelly into Waterman or Jelly Man. I don't know what he was.
Dude, Hydro Man from Spider-Man.
Seriously, like, dude just turned into water. And I don't know, like, what was that? He said, you're one of us, brother.
So the point, I
mean, hyperhydrated.
The point was to turn him into a mutant so he could see how it feels. That was the point. But then he took it a step further. And he's just like, well, fuck it, I'm going to turn everyone into a mutant. Because we're the next step. So why try to coexist with them when they don't want to?
Man, I mean, I get it. I got why he did it. Really turned him to Jelly Man.
Yeah, but I was like, dude, your machine. It's just going to kill all the... You know what? You don't really care if it kills all the humans.
You don't even care if the water rises. Like, you don't
right.
Just
he don't care.
Put more water out there. And, y'all... 8 million people gonna get turned into water.
Right. He just didn't care. That's why I was like, wait, dude, man, he didn't live. He's just gonna die. And then I thought about it. I was like, wait, he doesn't care if all the humans die.
Yeah.
He wants some mutants, but if they're not mutants and they all die, what will he care? Like, he doesn't like them anyway.
Yeah, and that's what threw me off, dog. Jelly Man. And also, I'm still asking this question. I even asked it in 2000. What the hell is the combat functionality of tight leather suits?
That was just a thing at a time that Bryan Singer just would not let go. He just wouldn't let it go. He's like, I don't give. Spider-Man got a comic accurate outfit. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, we went just to say we went almost 18 years before we finally got the X-Men in something that looks like their costumes, and that was in Apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
At the end. When you got Cyclops.
Oh, I was saying first class. They had the blue and yellow outfits on, but those were just flight suits.
Those were just flight suits. I'm saying
you're right. At the end of Apocalypse, they had comic accurate.
Yeah.
Or at least TV show accurate outfits on.
Bryan Singer finally said, "Oh, okay, all right."
And then what pissed me off is we seen the trailer for Dark Phoenix and they ain't got him. What'd you do with him? Bring him back? Get him.
It was a 10-year difference. Anyway.
He had the stupid belt that Cyclops wore on his chest from the 90s cartoon. Like, what the fuck was that? But who cares? Just get it back.
Look. Now, I asked you this. One thing I noticed also as well, X-Men, it came out in the days of you ain't have to worry about missing anything once the credits started rolling.
Oh, yeah.
You could roll.
Yeah, you could just get up and leave.
Like, those the credits, let's go. Now you got, I'm going to have to sit through maybe 15 minutes of Marvel trolling me, knowing I'm going to sit for 15 minutes just for them to tell me to be patient a little longer. Motherfucker.
Oh, that was a good one. Patience.
I laughed, but at the same time, I was like,
you guys knew what you were doing.
These fucking assholes.
And then he was laughing as he was recording the lines.
Right.
It's like they told him, like, hey, look, you know how we do like that scene at the end of the credits? Yeah, well, you're going to talk about patience and how it pays off to be patient.
Like, oh my gosh.
What do you think about the ending of X1?
X1, the end with just...
The ending. The fight scene on top of the Statue of
Liberty. I thought it was cool. Yeah. Like, the one part I thought was hot was actually the Wolverine when he threw him almost off the Statue of Liberty and did the little claw around the crown.
Yeah.
For me, it was just a little detail that you saw the piece that he had just drop off, that he cut off, drop off. Like, that's pretty cool. You at least put that in there.
Yeah, pretty dope.
I look for little technical BS stuff like that. Don't know why, but the
consistency.
Yes,
something that Robert Covington does not have. Apparently.
Oh damn! See, there you go. Just killing him. But the fight scene, I thought it was pretty good.
It was decent.
I don't think they give us Cyclops his due.
No,
he's a fucking monster, and they just treat him like a little bitch.
Oh man, do they ever?
He's like, who? How do we know it's you? You're a dick. Okay, that's all right with me. That is Wolverine.
I'd have shot
that
him.
Logan, he's such a cut up, ain't he?
I'd have shot him. You already see his beam doesn't really do much to you anyway.
Like, come on.
I'd have just shot him. He'd have flew back a little bit. He'd have fallen on the ground. He'd have healed, got up, pissed off, and I'd have been like, just had to make sure.
Like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, like, damn it, you're healing. I know it's you.
Exactly, but they wrote Cyclops like a little punk.
Oh man, they kept it going too.
Like, that's my bike. Well, need some gas. Like, come on.
Oh man. Oh, I love this line when he confronts Wolverine for the first time, and Logan says, "So you gonna tell me to stay away from your girl?" And he goes, "Well, I'm about to say that she won't be my girl." And stay away from my girl. So I'm like, is she your girl or is she not your girl?
Oh my gosh.
That was such a bad line.
It was bad. You know what though? The one time it might have hinted at Cyclops' badassness that he had. Maybe was when Logan first got out and he stepped in Logan's way. And he like, "Come on, Shades, what you want? You basically want some smoke?"
Right.
And he looked at the professor like.
He looked at the professor like,
"You
want me to handle
want
this?
Me toot him up?
You want me to toot him up?"
I'm like, okay. They like, oh, don't let the glasses fool you, nigga. Like,
yo, he was like, he definitely did. He just leaned right around him, looked at the professor. Charles probably gave him the little
like,
short handshake. Like,
no, don't fuck him up.
Not here.
Don't fuck him up, because he's gonna go out the window.
Because honestly, at that distance, had he just tilted his glasses down just a bit, he would have blew Wolverine's head clean off.
And not only that, like, the whole it's an action movie, so he went out the window.
Oh yeah,
put a hole professor. Like, I don't feel like paying for this.
Now they gotta
shit,
file
man.
another insurance claim.
Yeah, no man.
That's Xavier don't want to talk to those insurance adjusters. They don't like coming there because of all the mutants.
God damn it! I ain't going to that mutie place no more.
They always blowing something up. God damn it!
Hey, shit. They work out one guy who just blowing all your food and it turns cold. They ain't got a refrigerator.
Jeez, man, I had to go there one time for the basketball court only to find out they got a goddamn plane underneath that bitch.
They got a plane under the court. They got toddlers dunking on you.
One kid's playing basketball. He kept disappearing, passing the ball to himself.
Oh, yeah, that was bullshit.
I was damn like, self. He's like, walking.
Like, you cheating ass motherfucker. But, no, the first one I think was, you look back on it now, it's a pretty groundbreaking movie because of effects that was used.
Yeah.
And what it did for... if you didn't get a good return on that movie, I'm not sure you would have got other follow-ups like that. Like, Spider-Man might have been in the works.
I think you still would have got Spider-Man. You still would have got Spider-Man just because that was a different studio.
A different studio. True.
That's why I think you still would have gotten it. But will we have gotten the rest of the X-Men movies?
Yeah, there you go. You might
that.
have that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because all this came around that purge that Marvel had when they was just selling off all their licenses.
They're like, nobody's buying comic books. Buy our properties.
Like, nobody. And then the thing, you want Iron Man? Ha! You'll never be nothing. Fuck out of here, Iron Man.
We'll sell them to you for 15 cents on the dollar.
Like 10 years later, like, oh, I ain't gonna be shit.
Good thing we got him back, right?
Yeah, that. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna sit here and just keep raving about Marvel. We can have that for another episode.
Right.
That'd be down the line.
Right.
But yeah, that's X1. We jump to X2.
Yeah, let's go to X2.
So X2, 3 years later, 2003, Bryan Singer's back to direct. You got new members of the cast, who I think is the unsung hero of Part 2. Fucking
Colossus.
No, Brian Cox is Stryker.
William Stryker?
Yeah.
Oh.
His character, like, yo.
Oh, the fat William Stryker.
Yes, the fat William Stryker that just, like, I know. And you like, yo, this dude is so fanatical in believing what he thinks is right. Mm-hmm. He was sacrificed. He was using his son as a weapon.
Oh, yeah, he was using his son as a weapon in that movie.
Said, I sent him to you for you to fix him. There's nothing wrong with him. There's nothing to fix. He's like that. He's a mutant. That's what happens. No, fuck that. We gonna figure out. We gonna turn this boy into a weapon. Whatever his brain secretes, we gonna control other mutants with it, and then we. Oh my gosh,
kill all the mutants,
dude. But do you see, like, this is 2003. We're in 2018. Just the little political aspect of it, where you would get somebody, radical, have them commit a crime, and say, "Oh, look. This is why we can't trust them."
Oh, yeah.
That first scene with Nightcrawler, which was brilliant, by the way. Mm-hmm. But, like, as I look at it now, like, holy shit, like, it was a smart plan, but it's something that people do in real life because you're seeing it now. Mm-hmm. Like, they will demonize it or just take one outlying incident and just say, oh, they're all like that. They got to register or...
Right. No, you're absolutely right. And that was going to further push that agenda against mutants by having a mutant attack the president. Because once you get that far up that easily, now it's like, oh, no, fuck that. Now we need a registration. Now we got to keep you all under watch. Yep. You got to be on the lock and key. We got to know where these mutants are at every single moment.
Which reminds me of one of the best lines, I think, of the whole, well, I would say the first trilogy, since that's what we're covering. Magneto said it. When he went to that rally with all the mutants, and the chick was like, oh, if you're a mutant, where's your ink? And he showed his number from the concentration camp. Yeah. He said, I had my ink. Another needle never touching my body again. I'm like, God damn.
Mm-hmm. You tell him.
God damn. All's my life I had to fight. I tell you.
You tell him.
But tell him. You got Alan Cumming, who came to the cast as... wordplay. As Nightcrawler. Then you had also
his name is Carl Wagner. But in the traveling.
All right, I got it. Yeah, I got you.
That shit was hilarious.
You got Kelly, who is Lady Deathstrike, or just Deathstrike as they called her in the movie.
Yes, now no, they like to be referred to as them or they.
What?
That's why they dropped the lady.
Ah, okay.
Maybe she doesn't want to be referred to as a female.
Well, they was ahead of their time in 2003 then.
Way ahead of their time.
So, this actually rates higher than X-Men 1 on Rotten Tomatoes.
I'm okay with that.
It has 85.
I'm okay.
Certified fresh.
The reason I'm okay with that is because within like the first 5 minutes, Wolverine stabs someone. Do you know in X1, he stabbed what? One person? 2 people. One by accident.
He stabbed 3 people. He stabbed himself.
We're not going to count that. All right, look. He stabbed 3 people. Himself, which is fucking retarded. Rogue on accident because he was having his night terrors about snakes. And then he stabbed Mystique. But it was like a little on Mystique. Like, I don't want to kill you because, like, look at the size of those claws.
Yeah,
We had stabbed her in the stomach. That would have came out her back. We
testing the waters with this one with violence, dog. We testing the waters. This was just dipping the toe, and then they just fucking dove in butt ass naked when Logan came out.
They realized that we could have him stab him and not show any blood. Yes, you can.
Yeah, but this is more fun with the blood.
I mean, it is more fun with the blood. It looks more realistic. But
yeah.
I want to see Wolverine stab somebody, and because that's what he does. And I'm like, he's fighting these people. He's got these claws, but he hasn't been doing anything with them.
So you said in the first minute he stabbed somebody in the beginning. Who you stabbed? In the first one at X2?
No, X2. When he jumped off the balcony and landed on the two soldiers.
Oh man, that wasn't necessarily in the beginning, was it?
Yes.
No, see, you said the first scene. I'm thinking of the darn White House.
I said like the first 5 minutes.
Oh, I'm like, hold up.
No, it wasn't the first scene.
I'm like, hold up. Was he the one who took down Nightcrawler?
I don't even remember that's what the first scene was.
Yeah, the first scene was introducing Nightcrawler in the most epic way.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't know what the hell was going on. All right, the scene was filmed so well. Like, they had the camera follow. Like, oh, it's one of them. Then you heard the fucking smoke. And you're like, oh, he's back there. Wait a minute, it's a couple of them. Like, what's going on? And then that whole suspense of building up to actually the Nightcrawler reveal. Like, all you were doing was seeing him in quick flashes with his whatever action sequence that they were doing.
Yeah.
But once he got the president on the desk and pulled out the knife, he was like, oh, this.
Oh, I'm for real.
Yeah, this actually looks like a demon.
Yeah.
And then they had, they had the biblical scarring that he had.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, that's pretty fly. So I thought from that scene, I'm like, yo, you have to just stay at that level. You brought it at a 10. I let you drop to a 7 on action, all your other action sequences, but you gotta stay. You can't drop. You can't drop. That was a great opening scene.
Yeah. The movie stayed pretty consistent, destroying the X Mansion. They destroyed the X Mansion.
They just took over.
Took it over the X Mansion.
Yeah.
I don't know. X Mansion gets blown up like every other day. So.
Literally in Apocalypse. Yeah.
I told you that insurance adjuster. God damn it again! I've been doing this for years. Every time. Stop blowing up your mansion.
Then you got Halle Berry just said, "Fuck it with my accent. I'm gonna just."
Yeah,
she just dropped his accent.
I mean, she only had one line. I don't think anybody remembered.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, she tried to work, and you say, you know what? I guess you don't hear her enough anyway. The second movie they did try to up her usage in it.
They did, yeah, they definitely.
Because they basically made her second in command. Remember when they split up? She was heading the team to go get Nightcrawler.
Yeah, right. It was her and Jean, right?
Yeah. So you got that. What else was there? Me being having a soft spot for firebenders. Pyro was the shit.
Was yeah, he was really good in that.
Yeah. And you look at the scene where Magneto was talking to him for the first time, and like you see how he can manipulate. He basically will give you what you want, and he say what you want to hear. Mm-hmm. And you can see how people can get caught up, especially a teenager like Pyro.
Oh yeah, someone impressionable.
Yeah, not knowing what's what, and then
you always hear the world hates you, and then you actually see the world hating you.
But did you peep how he gets in people's head? Like, so what's your name? What was Pyro's real name? He said whatever his real name was. Like, no,
your real name.
What's your real name?
You you thought of a cool nickname for yourself. Stop playing. Stop playing. You did.
And that's interesting because you think about that. Just goes to the great acting of Michael Fassbender, because he did the same thing with
Mystique. Right?
With Mystique.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see. Yeah, and you should no.
Your real self.
Like, yo, and even with
hit her with the line. Perfection.
And that's the whole thing. Like, the whole time he's playing to your needs.
Yeah.
And then, like, yo, this dude fucks with me, so I'll run through a wall for him.
Right. Literally.
Yeah, literally. But that was the scene, rewatching it, I realized, like, yo, I see how Magneto got people on.
Yeah.
And not only that, like, just the fact that he's going to go out there and knuckle with you.
Yeah, true. That's another thing, too. He's going to be right next to you on the front line.
Like, he's leading this charge, like, yo, this is what's going on. And it's I've always like not reading, but like looking at all the movies over, especially Magneto's story.
Yeah.
It's just like one of you can see why he's so fucking mad.
Yeah.
And I really relate to the story that's being told in that arc. He's just like at first. Remember, he was trying to be the family man and Apocalypse.
Apocalypse. I mean, but even in First Class, he was with Charles starting the school. Like he's like, yo, this is a great idea. Like, we'll bring our kind together. We'll keep them safe. We'll train them up, train them the right way. But he's just like, look, man, these people are like, all these people, they don't want us, and all you do is preach peace, but they don't want peace.
Yeah. And then
so since they don't want peace, I will show them
revenge.
Violence. You know what I'm saying? And then like where he came from is kind of hard to argue.
Yeah. I've seen like
we weren't even mutants. And
they
they
were
killing
I've
us.
seen they tried to offer. I survived that, and now it's like you're trying to do it again.
Yeah.
Nah, I know how I can defend myself now. Yeah.
I know I got these powers, so it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I understand. Do I think it's right? No, but do I think it's right for what the humans are doing to the mutants? No, it's not right. But they're good people on both sides. So there you go.
Yeah, but I wrote my notes. There was something, another scene that I called it Bobby's coming out when he was talking to his parents.
Oh yeah.
And again, this is kind of ties back to why how X-Men came up.
Mm-hmm.
The mom said to him, "Have you tried not being a mutant?" Tell me that does not sound like, "Have you not tried to be gay?"
Oh, that's.
I was like, "Oh shit!" Like I was watching the movie. Oh shit!
Well, have you tried not? And then you see his brother all pissy in the corner.
Yeah, I was like, "What are you pissed for?"
Oh, he's got fucking powers. Fuck him.
Like, duh.
I want to make cold shit. like, dude, he doesn't even want to be a mutant. And you're mad that he's a mutant?
Exactly. And then you had the funny part was the mom was like, "Oh, it's my fault," and Pyro was like, "Well, technically the male carried the mutant gene, so it's technically his fault."
Dad's like, "I'm not a mutant."
Shit. Like,
See, and that's that Xavier education paying off right there.
Yeah, there you go. But at the same time, it's like you're looking at 2003. I guess 10-year difference. I can see you see things differently.
Yeah.
But I thought that was a brilliant little scene right there, just because it's showing you. All right, it's commentating on society. It's doing what art's supposed to do, commentating on society, but using different words in a different circumstance that you can relate to.
And what's funny? Some of the same people, just not to get like political, but some of the same people who would preach against homosexuality probably watched that scene, was like, well, it's not his fault.
Yeah, probably. You know what?
You know that?
Like, I'll have a mutant for a neighbor. You won't have a black guy.
Right. They're like, well, geez, it's not, you got to turn next to him as a minority, like, well, you damn right it's not his fault. You goddamn right. Now we're getting somewhere.
Look, but who else was in? So yeah, as I wrote my notes, I thought Brian Cox was really the man of the hour in this movie.
Yeah,
like I
just the plan, the scheme he had concocted to use a reverse Cerebro.
And not only that, like he was so methodical.
Yeah,
like he like, hey Logan, hey, like it's been a while. Like, yo, who's this guy? And then how nonchalant he was when Iceman put that wall up. He just took the grenade off the board next to him, put it in, and walked off.
Yeah.
His soldiers took a second for his soldiers to realize what he did. They're like, oh shit, let me get out of here. This was like, you know what? Fuck this. Y'all playing games.
Nah, he like, I ain't here to play games. I want Logan. I want him back. I want my weapon. My Weapon X.
I think out of the whole series, mixed up timelines and everything, Wolverine was one character they handled very well. Like, no matter how many times they like retconned it or changed it around. Like in was it Apocalypse? Yeah, was it Apocalypse?
He was in Apocalypse very briefly.
Yeah, that one scene on the breakout. Yeah, that was like straight from the comic book.
It was a little out of place, but it was.
I see why you did it.
Yeah, I see why they did that. It's just like, hey, Hugh, we got you for another movie. You want to just break out of some shit and yell and run somewhere? Yeah, sure, why not? Like,
What about that fight scene between Deathstrike and Wolverine?
oh, I fucking loved it.
That was
eating that shit up in the movie theaters.
yo. She was hammering away. Remember, she was just doing like a dagger joint. I was like, oh,
I was like, oh, that's one way to try and put him down.
yeah, pretty much. And then what he just filled the whole body over anime.
Yeah, he killed her Child's Play 2 style. That's right. You didn't see Child's Play 2, damn.
No, I didn't catch that
Damn,
reference.
you see that?
Nah,
I brought it all full circle for you.
Yeah, right. I'll look up that kill on Wikipedia.
Yeah, look at that Child's Play. Look at Chucky's death in Child's Play 2.
I'll read about it. Would they filled him up with more plastic?
Yes, they did. And his head exploded. Shit was hilarious.
Huh?
Yeah, what? Yeah, they did. Well, the end of the movie led him. This is completely off subject. The end of the movie led him to a Good Guy Doll factory because they were still producing Good Guy Dolls despite what happened in the first movie because it was an isolated incident.
So what? Okay, all right.
So they were still manufacturing Good Guy Dolls. So they went to the factory because of reasons, right? And the whole point is he wants to get into Andy's body, right? This sounds really nasty.
Well, why does a killer want a kid?
Because, okay, so it was a voodoo curse, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Right. So the problem is that the first person you tell your secret to, that's the body that you can get in. Yes, that's the stipulation. This is why he's been chasing Andy for so damn long. This is also why he doesn't try anymore because, well, Andy's a grown-ass man and he's fat and he doesn't really want his body now anymore. But that's the only person he can jump into. Besides that point.
But that's like he wants to go through puberty again. It's not fun.
He thought it was a great idea.
That's not fun.
When you watch Child's Play 1, he said, oh my goodness, I'm going to be a 6-year-old boy again. But then he says, oh my goodness. He tells the voodoo doctor, he was like, I have a date with a 6-year-old boy. And I was like, whoa. I was like, I wouldn't say that, kid.
Oh my gosh.
And it says you have a date with death. But anyway, they run back to the Good Guy Doll factory because he figures he can hide out there, right, to say the curse to get into the kid's body. Well, he said the curse, it didn't work, and it's because he's been in the body too long. So now the Good Guy Doll has become human. So now he's just like, fuck it. I'm going to kill you and everyone else in here.
So he actually kills Andy?
No. Andy, his stepsister finds him. They start running, and this is when things just start going.
No, I'm saying, like, eventually does he kill Andy down the line?
No.
Oh, man. Like, even Jason got his sister.
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers, yeah.
Listen, the last Child's Play movie, Andy was in it. And Andy actually kept the original Good Guy Doll from Bride of Chucky. He captured him and kept his head and tortures him regularly because of what he did to him as a kid.
I can see that.
I can see that too.
I can see that.
And once he found out that he was mass producing his body, he was like, I'm gonna go kill all of them. Well, now he's locked in an insane asylum. So there you go.
All right. Back to X2. that was your Child's Play corner with Terrell. Snap. All right. So had that big fight scene. X2 was somehow that's when you introduce. What happened at the X2? I can't even remember now.
That's when they introduced the Phoenix. The floodgates were about the levees were.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So she had to. Oh man, I love this scene. So she had to stop the water long enough for the jet to take off, and then she's just swooshed away, right? And then you have the Phoenix
outline in the water. Right?
Yes, but you have the worst scene I think in all of the X-Men movies, where Logan turns to Scott and says, "She's dead."
Oh shit!
And then Scott says, "She's dead," and they hug each other and start crying, like, oh my god, I lost my girlfriend, and Logan's like, oh my god, I lost my future tail. Like
I lost. Look, dog.
Like I lost my girlfriend. I lost his girlfriend. Like
it was a side piece.
What the?
I don't know.
You know he was trying to smash your girl.
I mean, I guess in the end that don't matter.
Well, yeah, because she's smashed, literally.
I see what you did there. Good job. Good job. But yeah, so
I still like it.
That led into where we're going. X3, X-Men Last Stand.
I'm not ready to go there.
Look, dog, we only doing 3 today, so you know
Right.
we're going. It's always going to like end on a sad note, I guess.
Wait.
No, next one's going to begin on a sad note.
Yeah, and then it's gonna be. Well, yeah, we'll do the Wolverine trilogy next, right?
Yeah. So we got.
It's just origins, and that's bad, and then the Wolverine and the Logan.
It ends on a sad note.
It ends on a sad note, but a good movie. But
yeah.
Let's tackle through X3. The plot of X3 was that they had a mutant who could negate other mutants' abilities.
Hold on, let's do the
rundown.
Do the rundown.
Go ahead. Do the
Release.
IMDb synopsis.
Released in 2006. The Brett fucking
Ratner. Rush Hour 3 guy.
1, 2, and 3. You might as well just give him all his credit.
All right, give him all his credit.
But yeah, that for me, that's when I knew it was going to. This is going in a different direction.
Even at the teen, I was like, Brett Ratner.
It's like Zack Snyder directing Life of Pi.
Right. You just like, wait, the guy that did the Rush Hour movies? The guy that did the buddy comedy movies, you want him to do us?
I mean,
right.
the writers were there, but again, it's that one of those things. If the director isn't on the same page,
right? And I mean, and what Bryan Singer left to do Superman Returns, didn't he? That's what he did.
Did he?
Yeah, he did Superman Returns. That's why he didn't do X3.
See, there you go. When you have a guy who has Jessica Simpson and Mariah Carey videos on his filmography log, and then he comes out with X-Men Last Stand.
I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. It was like, hey, you want to ruin a franchise real quick?
Yeah,
sure, why not? Come right this way.
Yeah,
two solid ones. Let's go ahead and fuck this one up.
In the end, what happened with that? So I guess we're not going to see a Brett Ratner movie for a while. He's part of the all the creepos that was going around.
Oh, he got hashtag me. Oh, he did.
Yep.
Megan Fox, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Spoke out against him,
yeah. So the IMDb synopsis is: an all-out war looms when the discovery of a cure for mutations draws a line between the followers of Charles Xavier and those of Magneto. Now, I will say this opening was better than fucking X2. Just on the simple fact that you got a Sentinel. And we thought, oh snap, it's Sentinels.
Wasn't that just a danger room?
Yeah, it was just a danger room drill, but they set it up. They set it up like this was what was going on. Because remember, you didn't know it was a danger room until
afterwards.
Yeah, because it was the same thing. Logan was in his regular clothes. You can picture him trying to light a cigar on a smoking car.
Yeah,
like all that seemed real. And
that's
was like, oh shit, it's Sentinels. And then danger room shut down. And all the bullshit ensues. You're like, fuck you, Brett Ratner.
You watched an episode of the 90s X-Men and was like, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Like, literally. Like,
I'm going to tease them with Sentinels and then, yeah. I mean.
How do we have all these X-Men movies and only one X-Men movie with Sentinels? How the fuck did that happen? Days of Futures Past.
Yeah.
How the fuck did that happen?
Well, I guess they made up for it by giving you 2.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
2 kinds of Sentinels. I guess you got
other Sentinels.
Windows 95 and then Windows XP. I don't know.
Oh my! Those motherfuckers. That was like fucking Super Nintendo and the Xbox One X.
Oh yeah, right.
They were on some other shit. But anyway, because this movie's on some other shit.
Yeah, one of the things that always bothered me about fucking X-Men Last Stand was Omega Red was in the movie.
Huh?
He's in the credits. Where you at, nigga?
Delete a scene?
No. He was in the movie.
Okay. Well, that is news to me.
You never noticed? Dog, in the credits.
Let's talk about
it's like you got your Psylocke, you got your
Psylocke.
Your kid Omega. Psylocke was in the movie, yes. And then you had Spike, he was in the movie.
Well, oh man, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dog.
Stole a kid from X-Men Evolution.
Yep. They made him a husky ball too. Omega Mutie. That's okay.
Omega Mutie.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the shit that they did in this movie, and it's like, come on now. And how about this? Trask was black.
He was black. Now he's a midget.
Yeah.
Fucking timeline. That's what happens when you go back in time. Butterfly.
He got Billy
effect.
D. Williams, yo. Like, we
Oh yeah.
Get no foot in the door, yo.
Well, went from a black guy with a curl to Tommy Lee Jones.
Exactly. Well, at least he still got bread for that, though.
He did?
They paid him.
They better have.
They had to pay him.
Yeah.
That's like Marlon Wayans got paid for being Robin.
Oh, yeah. He was supposed to be Robin in Batman Forever.
Forever, I think.
Yeah. What was that? They said there was some Batman movie that Tim Burton was supposed to do called like Batman Continues. This would be a sequel to Batman Returns. But they were just like, nah, fuck off.
Well, I know he tried to do that that Superman movie with Nicolas Cage. That was
nah, fuck off.
Pretty much. But yeah, I mean, for me, the movie with X3, excuse me, Last Stand.
Oh no, you had it right. X3 The Last Stand. I won't even call it X-Men. Just X3 The Last Stand.
The standout for me performances aside from, you know, your big three of Ian McKellen. No, I was gonna say Ellen Page and Ben Foster.
Oh, okay. So Iceman and
Angel and
Angel. There you go.
Kitty Pryde.
Kitty Pryde. I knew Ellen Page was Kitty Pryde, but
I mean, I just, you know, and also Rogue. Rogue had a good part. Her little arc of I
don't want to do this anymore.
Should I? Shouldn't I? And all of this.
Be able to touch you, Bobby.
She just wanted to get some tail.
I want to get some cutting.
Yeah, you know.
That's all. I'm trying to get some. I'm trying to get some of that cold D.
Look, that's what it was. It's like, I guess hormones make you do some crazy things.
Right, like give up
these
cool
powers.
Give up this cool ass ability. Like, yep, just to get that cold.
Like, I talked to the professor. Yo, can I get like a full body condom? Like, just let it forfeit. Make it breathable. I already wear gloves, so maybe it could be like a onesie with just like chaps where it's crotchless.
Maybe I can just dive in real quick. Just real in and out real quick.
Yo. But I mean, overall, that's what they made Rogue's character seem like. That's all she was doing it for.
Well, I mean, she actually don't look at me like that. She actually, I can't even finish the statement. Listen, she actually loved him and wanted to be with him, so she was willing to.
She was with him. She wants to be with him in the biblical sense, meaning she wanted. She wanted. You know, she was DTF.
Yeah, so I mean that's more or less. Yes, that's the last piece. She felt as though he was going to leave her for Shadowcat because he can actually touch Shadowcat.
Oh, because he made ice skates out of his Air Maxes. They skated in a fountain.
And they skated in the fountain, and she got super jealous. And the worst part is, he was just like, "What? No, I was just taking her ice skating."
Yeah, look,
that's all I did.
I made ice skates out of my Air Maxes. Or was they the White Power New Balances?
I don't remember. White Power New Balances.
You know the New Balances.
Yeah, I know which ones you're talking about. The joint that you get from Sears.
Yeah, the joint got like it got like a medical code. You hear the New Balances DC 480s. Like,
we gotta be careful. Apple might not approve this. They're gonna be like, man, you guys are passive aggressive like motherfuckers. I tell you.
Yeah, look, this is what happened.
They're like, hey, just shut up and talk about movies. How about that?
Look, there's not much you could talk about with this
sucks.
movie.
I mean,
the scene transferring the Golden Gate Bridge over there was pretty cool.
That was
fight
cool.
scene on Alcatraz.
Yeah, the fight scene was good.
So let's just try to do a little cinema wins and find some wins for this movie.
See, and oh my goodness, that's why I like cinema wins and don't like cinema wins, because like when it's a bad movie,
it's acknowledging the effort.
He just he reaches really hard.
You just acknowledge the effort that you put forth. We know you got time constraints. Maybe you would have did something different.
Yeah.
Was it good? No.
No.
But I mean, look,
I will give it this because I give Batman v Superman this too. There were parts of it that were cool, like the fight on Alcatraz. That was fucking great. And everything else was not. So it's just
it cracks me up that you knew this movie was bad when they ended the movie on a cliffhanger with remember
X.
Magneto moving the chess piece.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh shit, he still got his powers.
The end credit scene with Professor X.
Oh, and McTaggart, right?
Yeah, he's like,
oh, that was the part that pissed me off too. Like, yo, you killed this dude? That was like the first 17 minutes.
Yeah. Well, they killed my man John Marston.
Oh, that was like the first
James
10
Marston,
minutes.
right?
James Marston. He's playing
Marston.
Red
I was
Dead.
playing too much Red Dead. Called him John Marston.
That's right, Miss McFarlane.
Gene, I love you. Don't do this.
Well, it was the weirdest way to confirmation for a death in that movie.
Floating glasses.
Yeah, is he dead? Oh, his glasses floated by.
He's dead.
He's got to be dead. He's not going to walk around
like,
with his eyes closed, hands reaching out. Where you at? Like,
guys, you imagine
anybody here?
Is anybody here?
You got a spare ruby on you? I just need a little piece.
I want to look where I'm going, but I'm afraid to kill someone.
Right. And then,
But oh man, but then
Phoenix just seemed like an angsty teenager
It did. She was like so horny. I was like, oh my god, you could have just banged your boyfriend, but you killed him instead.
Yeah.
You just killed him.
I'm trying to think of good things for this.
And didn't Logan know he was dead?
Did he?
Who found Jean there? Because she was like on her knees, and they were like, "Where's Scott?"
I think Logan did.
And he was about to jump her bones anyway.
Oh, dog, that nigga's in the. Ain't nothing we can do about it now.
Wolverine is trash.
Ain't nothing we can do about it now.
Ain't nothing we can do about it now. Wolverine is trash for that one. Yeah, come on now.
Wolverine was trash from the jump. He was pushing up on her.
I know, but it don't matter. He didn't like Cyclops anyway, so it's not like he really gave a fuck.
See, there you go.
It's like he died. He was like, "Oh my god, you killed Scott."
You think how old was Wolverine? Wolverine had to be double her age, triple.
Oh man,
at the time, you think
pervy old man?
Yeah, I think he was older than Charles when he met up.
Yeah, he had to be older than Charles.
Yeah, shit. If you fall in the Revolutionary War,
yeah, he definitely is older than Charles. They mentioned that in passing in the first movie.
Yeah.
They said his healing factor is so rapid, he might very well be older than you, Professor. And I'm like, well, damn, Gene. Thanks for calling me old, bitch. Jeez.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, I get it. I'm old. I'm in a chair. Jeez.
Like, dog, I'm legit trying to look at pictures. Like, just watched it and still don't remember anything in this movie.
Because a lot of stuff happened, but nothing happened. Oh, Mystique lost her powers.
Oh, because she...
And Magneto was pretty much like, well, what good are you now?
Yeah, what do you want me to do now? Oh, yeah, we got the best line ever. We got the Juggernaut, bitch.
Oh, my goodness. Let's get into how Juggernaut's not a mutant. Let's talk about that first.
No, he's not.
He's not a mutant.
Deadpool explained it.
How the fuck did the rated R comedy explain Juggernaut better?
But did you see how they did it, though? They did it in passing.
They did. Well, he was just like,
I wear this helmet so my brother won't get to me.
Yeah.
Huh, that explains it.
But see, that's the thing. If you don't know anything about the Juggernaut, and of course he's a kid, I would ask those questions. Why do you wear that stupid ass looking helmet? Like, what are your powers? How do they work? Like, why are you so insanely strong? Why when you start running, like, you pretty much can't be stopped like another supervillain? It's so weird. These are questions that need answered. Strange things. But yeah, so Shadowcat runs through a wall, and then he runs into the room where the kid is, and he hits the wall, and he passes out.
Oh, that's what it was?
Yeah.
Didn't she do... Oh, yeah, she did one joint to try to slow him down.
She put him through the ground. That's what he was like, do you know who I am? Yeah. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
And don't you know who I am?
Got her Dennis Fogman.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. And you see this right here? This shit's a dodge.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. I got a bitch with me about to have a rape party. I'm going to beat your ass, Charles. I'm going to beat your ass. I'm going to beat you with Charles.
Like that's like the best part. That was like one of the best parts of the movie.
That was when he said it. I like. Here's the thing. I was so disappointed by that part already. Like I was ready to leave, but I was with my cousins, and I'm like, well, I don't have a fucking ride home. But I was like, I'm ready to go. Like once they killed Professor X, when they killed Scott, I was like, oh my god. Then they killed Professor X, I was like, all right, it's time to leave.
You know, I was already on. I told you I was ready to go once I saw that fake out with the danger room in the beginning. I'm like, oh, this.
He's like, oh, I already know where this is.
Y'all
going.
motherfucker, y'all just fucking with us
You
now.
think that's funny? You think this
messed
funny?
up part is I had to see that movie twice in one day.
What? I could never.
Oh,
I've only seen it like twice.
I just started dating Teresa, and I remember I went to go see my man's. It was one of those, let's just go. Went to go see it, like, yo, that shit was garbage.
Oh,
then Teresa called, like, hey, you want to go to
X3?
movies? Like, what can we see? Like, X3, the only thing left.
I'd have been like,
I'm
a little sick.
I was like, oh, fuck. So I watched it again, like.
Sitting there, like, looking at her and shit.
I'm like, I should have seen the Da Vinci Code.
Right. What much better movie.
Oh, yeah.
Much better movie.
And people don't even like the Da Vinci Code.
Nope. Sad.
Yeah, do you have anything left to add to
What, for X3?
X3?
Nah, I didn't like it. Didn't like it. They killed people, fucked stuff up. Professor Xavier was still alive in his brother's body, but that's a plot thread that they just left. Because when we get to the Wolverine, he just wheeled his ass right on in that motherfucker with Magneto, fully powered.
Yeah, look, Doc.
I'm like, can we talk about the journey to you getting your powers back? Can we also talk about how this cure for mutants isn't permanent?
Yeah, like,
can we talk about any of this?
How long is this?
How long does it last?
How long does said cure, works?
Is it because Magneto's, is he Omega level?
I don't know.
Oh,
I didn't know this was. Yes, he's one of the highest levels.
Yeah, I was about to say they had,
because
there's only a few up there, like fucking Iceman apparently.
Yeah, well, he's from training, man. Look,
they said that.
He said, "Why? Look, I told you shouldn't have left. What can you do now?"
What did they say his power was? Like he doesn't make things cold; he removes the heat from the atmosphere.
That's even more badass.
That is even more badass. They said that's what his actual power is. And I'm like, well, damn, you made this guy pretty overpowered.
Look, and the thing,
he can make it cold just around you.
But that was like the best, one of the highlights of the movie when it showed that arc between him and Pyro.
Oh yeah,
when Pyro was giving
me
work,
iced up.
Yeah, because everybody when they first seen Iceman in the first movie, like, yo, is this dude going? When is his whole body going to turn to ice? Because everybody knew that was
that's
ultimate Iceman.
That's
there.
Iceman.
That is Iceman.
Yeah.
So when he did that, and he's like, I learned a lot more. I'm learning.
Yeah.
Like, all right, well, we see.
Is it wrong that I wish he pulled the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and like froze himself and it said Iceman and then he smashed out of it?
Oh wow,
dude,
you did get a.
That's amazing though.
You got a Marvel Ultimate Alliance move with Colossus and Wolverine.
And he threw him.
Yeah, so
I thought that was pretty dope. Marvel Cinematic Universe did it better though.
I mean, you had more stuff to work with. I mean, look, I thought that was great because that was their melee move.
That was, but no, it was.
So
cool.
There you go.
It was cool.
We understand that Cap and Iron Man had the best sequence right there.
Yeah. Oh man, that was great. Thor and freaking Hulk smashed the thing down, and Thor spun the hammer in his hand first, and then hit it. I was like, damn, that's badass. Damn, that's badass. That Avengers.
We keep doing it, man. We keep going back to Marvel.
I mean, we're talking about Marvel anyway. But I'm trying. Like, I'm trying to pull some good stuff out of here, so I don't just talk about how bad the story was. Like, how bad. Like, how did you take these actors who are really good actors, and you put them in this movie, and the script is so bad it makes their acting look worse. Like how man, how does that happen?
Yeah, well, it's just speaking of how bad it is, it's at a 58% Rotten Tomatoes.
That's much higher than what I would give it.
I mean, you think you're dropping down from 85?
Oh, true. From certified fresh to certified rotten.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. It's just a smushed tomato.
Spoiled.
Spoiled. There you go.
I guess.
And a knocked over box of popcorn.
Yeah. No, that's Flickster, ain't it?
Yeah, it's Flickster.
Yeah, you just combining them all together.
Well, it doesn't matter, does it? Does it really?
I don't know.
It's like our review. Come on now.
But yeah, so
Don't not see something just based off of us. Watch it. You like X3? Watch X3. It's a bad movie, regardless, but let's go watch it.
Look, I still watch Origins, even though they casted William as
Will I am.
William as
who did he play? Who the hell mutant was that? Who the fuck was that?
What is his name, like Warp or some shit like that? I don't know.
I could turn off the lights. That's who he was.
Why'd you call him Blob? I said Bub.
Well,
All that fat being hard of hearing.
Just about to say that. He's got so much fat built up around his fucking ear, he can't hear you well.
Yeah, well, if we don't have nothing else.
No, I've got nothing else on X3, man. Shit movie, shit story. And that's exactly why they retconned the Days of Future Past. They were like, yo, we might as well just clean this shit up.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're gonna say some shit. I'm not going to just shit on it, but you know, I'm trying to be positive about the movie.
Nah,
I was disappointed.
I like the reason I don't like doing. I'm a story guy, right? I love a good story, right, or a decent story with decent action. That movie had a good action scene with a shit story that didn't make sense based off like the character's progression in that movie. To me, didn't make sense based off of the other two movies. This is the sequel with the same cast and the same characters. Everything should like remain consistent. But like Gene just flipping out and killing Scott. I'm like, well, what the fuck, dude? Like, you still got to make more movies, aren't you? And then you kill Professor, and then you literally say nothing else ever about that. Like when he pops up in the Wolverine, how about your ass is dead? Dude, what the fuck? Like, Wolverine should have been way more shocked than what he was because we watched him get disintegrated while I was fighting the Juggernaut. Like, just come on. They were outside fighting, remember? And they were inside the house. Yeah. Again, matter of fact, that fight scene wasn't even that bad. It really wasn't.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't bad at all. It was just, yeah.
Oh.
The action pieces were great.
Yeah.
But it's like you say, the story, it seemed like it was plodding along, and then it was a different tone. You could tell it wasn't like that same dark Bryan Singer type feel.
Right, right.
That's why he came back for the first Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was.
I was a little skeptical about him coming back, and then when I seen it, I was like, "Damn it! You go through boring ass Superman Returns. You could have did X3." And you know what? You know how different the franchise may have been had he done X3.
Look, we can talk. Also, I want to talk about Superman Returns because it wasn't as bad as everybody said it was.
I just thought it was boring. I didn't think it was a bad movie, so to speak. I thought it was boring, and that's just because he was. And when you think about it, he was fighting a human. How entertaining would that be?
Yeah.
But the story wasn't that bad.
No, you're right. You're totally right. I just thought, when it first came out, that thing got shit on, son. Terrible.
Man. Yeah, people were. And I was like, see the thing is, I seen it in IMAX 3D, and watching like the plane scene where he separates the plane and the shuttle, I was like, damn, this is fucking dope. Like that whole scene was just dope. Him catching the plane was dope. I was like, dude, he caught a fucking plane in the middle of a baseball field.
Yeah, I mean, it was tight.
Yeah,
but you seen the cracks.
Oh yeah. And then
and everybody saw the bullet hit the eye.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is a top notch CGI right here.
Yeah, that zoomed right in. And then was I the only one? I guess I didn't pay attention as much as I do now. Back then, I didn't know that was a sequel.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I had no fucking idea. I just thought they were just going old school.
Yeah, which was supposed to be a sequel to what? The 3? 3 or 4? I don't know.
Quest for Peace? That's the one he liked?
I only saw the first 2.
Oh, shit. Well, it's 4 of them, right?
Yeah, but I've been told everybody, like, hey, you can watch the 3rd one with Richard Pryor, but...
No, that's the one I wouldn't watch.
That's the whole thing. They're like, you can watch it, but... that's when this shit about to fall off a cliff.
Yeah, that was weird. And him fighting the Nuclear Man.
See, I don't know.
That was the fourth one, The Quest for Peace, where he's trying to. That was actually like when you think about it, it was actually pretty good for the time. He was trying to actually do world peace. He was trying to disarm all the nukes.
He's trying to do world peace.
Listen, yeah.
Sometimes you just got to go out there and do the world peace, man.
But that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to disarm all the nukes. And they made a guy that was nuclear. He's nuclear.
Nuclear. All right, so since that'll wrap up the first 3 of this X-Men quest that we're embarking on. The next one we're going to jump into the Wolverine ones, or X-Men Origins Wolverine.
The
Wolverine and Logan.
Ones, isn't it?
Well, no, the next one it goes Origins Wolverine, First Class, and then the Wolverine. But if you want to just do
I would say we just do
Logan's,
because those are separate from First Class anyway.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You said just the order that they came out in, so yeah, we do Origins Wolverine, the Wolverine 2013, and Logan 2017.
Logan.
Oh, I can start to wax poetic about Logan again. How that is a film.
That was a great movie,
and not just a comic book movie.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
But you'll hear more about that next week or the next episode. We're working hard and diligently to get you more content out there to you guys. So bear with us. We are back. We're black. I guess that works.
Do world peace.
Yeah, we're gonna do this world peace.
Black. I think we need to shut the fuck up.
We gonna do this world peace. All right, we get at y'all again. This is Najee, this bro. Take it easy. Peace.
See ya.